And, let's move over to Emerald now. Last time, I beat Norman, and I did some of the water routes. I didn't finish them because my internet was dying that night. Thankfully, we've had no internet troubles tonight. But now that I said that, I'll have some kind of problem. Yeah, we're good. So now I'm just in the middle of the ocean. Let's get this item from Obstagoon. I think I was supposed to grab Obstagoon too, but I haven't yet. Here's a rare candy. When are we gonna need that rare candy? I mean, I guess right when Unboxoman's about to evolve, because Unboxoman is literally the only Pokemon I have at this point who needs to evolve. I am A.F. Benjamin. That's so cool, dude. I take huge pride in my Pokemon. We'll show you one speedy battle. I love Water-type Pokemon. I love other Pokemon, too. Hold on. Just punch a doggy. I actually should have been attacking Manectric. What am I thinking? That thing's gonna annihilate Bird. You know, this gen gets a lot of flack for the water routes. You've always liked the water route and diving aspect. I thought the diving shit was so cool. You downloaded Ty the Tasmanian Tiger HD. So now you can torture yourself. I don't know anything about Ty the Tasmanian Tiger, other than the name of the game. He is Ty. He's a Tasmanian Tiger. That's the extent of my knowledge on that game. I am not knowledgeable on 3D platformers from, like, the late 90s, early 2000s. I know the mainstream ones. I can tell you about Banjo-Kazooie, and how I have no strong opinion of Banjo-Kazooie. Gex? Oh, I do know Gex. How could I forget Gex? I mean, all I know about Gex is that he's a funny gecko who does movie references. He's kind of like a Family Guy type character. It's a collectathon and you don't even like collectathons. That's just what Cabin Fever's doing to you. You could have spent that $30 on a... Shit, what Nintendo Switch games are even 30 bucks? You could buy Katamari. You were more hyped for Byleth than Banjo-Kazooie. Well, Joey, you're also a member of ISIS. I mean, to be honest, like, people were there for my Banjo-Kazooie reaction. I wasn't, like, over the moon for it at all. I was just like, that's cool. I was never a fan of collectathons. Nor am I a huge 3D platformer person. So it was just like, yeah. It's cool for the people who wanted Banjo. You know. You didn't like Banjo solely because people shat all over Hero in favor of Banjo. I feel like when it came to Hero, Hero was a very expected choice. Hero was not a surprise by any means. Which I feel like contributed to why, like, people weren't super hyped for him. Everybody knew, like, Erdrick or someone was coming. Because of leaks, and just because it seemed obvious. In hindsight, at least. Did people get too mad? People get too mad at every Smash announcement. They could announce that Jesus Christ is coming off of the cross to play in a Smash tournament, and someone will be really pissed off about it. They can announce that your dad, like, everyone's dad is gonna be in Smash Brothers, and someone's gonna be like, I didn't want my dad in Smash, I wanted fucking purple guy. If you played Katamari, you'd be having fun. Fun is no longer appealing to you, only pain makes you feel. You have a Smash question for me. If I was held at gunpoint... What am I being held at gunpoint for? So I need to... I remember what I was supposed to do. Would I remove Corrin or Corrin? You don't even have to... What do you mean? I remove Corrin. I don't give a shit about Joker in Smash. I think people who play Joker in Smash are inherently terrible people, but... I'd remove Corrin instantly. Why? Like, what kind of question is that? That's like asking, would I rather kill Satan, or would I rather kill the guy who said, you know, I really don't like Celeste as a game. Because that's the comparison between these two people. I got the one guy who dislikes one of my favorite games, and I have the literal Lord of Darkness. It's not even a fucking question. Like, did you think that was some kind of got you moment? I don't give a shit about Joker in Smash. I think people who play Joker are annoying. I think Persona 5 fans need to learn that there's other RPGs. But I don't have a problem with Joker in Smash. You haven't played Celeste, and you don't intend to because only idiots play it. See, that's what I'm talking about. Am I gonna choose that guy, or am I gonna choose Satan? I don't agree, but I'm not choosing Satan. You know, I'd like to keep my soul in my body as much as possible. I need to put up a repel. There is, like, no, like, whatever Corrin-related question you could ask me, there is no possible way to stump me. I will always choose Corrin as the answer to who to kill. For guys macho as me, this kind of Pokemon is the perfect match. This dude's gonna catch himself a big one. He just walked over the bench. It's not a bench, it was like a little, like, beach towel. A little thing you put down. I don't really have a good counter. Just the other Skarmory. You forgot what a beach chair was called. It's okay, none of us have been outside in a good while to know what a beach chair is anymore. Man, I wish I could deal more damage. I could probably just switch out and do more damage, but Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'll do that, because what the fuck is Bird doing? Like, that's decent damage on Wailmer, but it's doing nothing to Skarmory. Okay. I'm gonna Mega Drain. Send out Weird Dog. I got a little bit of a sneeze coming on. Oh, I'm okay. What's a beach? What's a chair? If you watch this series called Half-Life VR, but the AI is self-aware, you can learn all about what a chair is. They teach you that. I should... If this doesn't kill Skarmory in one hit, that'd be very concerning. I think even at full health, Shockwave should kill Skarmory. Doesn't Skarmory have poopy special defense? I think so. From what I remember. So this should be a one try. Also, hi wife, welcome. You're in time. We just started the Emerald segment, maybe like 15 minutes ago. I really haven't gotten very far. Oh wait, I already put a repel up. I forget things so easily. No, leave me alone. It wasn't even an hour and a half of Animal Crossing. It was really only like an hour. Yeah, Jen's fine. They have a passport. As long as you bring your passport, you're allowed in. Now, I have a question for everyone in chat currently. Should we get our final party member before we do Winona? Because we would have to go to Mount Pyre to do that. Or close by, because we want to get Shuppet. And we're going to have to go down that route. I'll try and avoid as many trainers as I can, but... We could do that, or we could just fight Winona right away. Might need to level it up and stuff, so yeah. Okay. And we're gonna have to be careful, because the thing about Shuppet is that its gimmick is that I want it to do Shadow Ball a lot. That's basically Shuppet's role, is to just Shadow Ball a lot. And we can get Shadow Ball in the grave area of Mount Pyre. So I'm gonna try and avoid as many trainers as I can in that area to get Shadow Ball, do an escape rope or whatever. Are we able to fly yet? I don't actually know. I think we might actually have to beat Winona to fly, which sucks. Can't even kill Meryl in one hit. What kind of team are we raising? We're raising a team of amateurs. Now, if Weird Dog was out here, would have killed in one shot. I shouldn't scold Luigi so much, though. He's trying his best. He really is. God bless his soul. None of his moves are particularly that strong yet. He really does need, like, Sky Uppercut, which is in a few levels. Focus Punch sucks, so no. Strength is technically better than Headbutt. I could do that. Why am I looking through my bag? I wanted to switch my party around. Inner tube is a fashion item. I'm making a fashion statement by going around with this fucking tube. Okay. I think we're about done with all the water routes. At least the ones we can do right now. Once we get past Winona, there will be plenty of water to go around. Yeah, I think we did the major ones. I did more of the water routes than I thought I did. For some reason, I thought there was more. We could do the Trickmaster's house also. But I think we need HMs and stuff for that. Which makes it not preferred. Although, we could get Obstagoon in there. Obstagoon, too. It's a very low energy stream tonight also. I apologize. Lotad is enjoying his time by the beach. Obstagoon will join him. Or her. Enjoy the beach, Kappa. Oh, I can't get your item. Hold on. I want an Ultra Ball. Alright, hold your horses. You can enjoy the beach in a little bit. I have to confiscate this from you first. Not give, but take. That was probably her beach ball, though. Alright, no. I'll give you a beach ball. I would like to have an Ultra Ball, though. Take this Great Ball as your beach ball. I do so much for these Pokemon. Animal Crossing is rotting my brain into doing, like, weird little things like this. I find it very important to do so. Alright, Obstagoon. We have now upgraded to a new OS. Welcome to Obstagoon 2. And of course, the first thing Obstagoon 2 needs is Cut. It's required in every download of the Obstagoon OS. Teach its strength in Rock Smash also. And Rock Smash. This is the best part of the Pokemon streams, is when I'm just doing menu stuff. And you know what? This isn't even the worst region for doing this. Oh, we'll get to it. Everyone knows about Sinnoh and its fun HMs. Who could forget Defog? Everyone's favorite move. I mean, at least they made Defog useful now. Competitive Pokemon has moved towards Defog being a pretty good move, actually. But only because it gets rid of entry hazards now, which, even if there was a Sinnoh remake, doesn't make Defog good in the actual game. None of these bozos are using entry hazards. None of these trainers are doing spikes. They don't know what a Stealth Rock is. Their brains don't work like that. Come on. Grow up. Oh, you're on your second Trick House challenge. Well, this wouldn't be bad for Bird if you weren't literally level 15. We might have to go through a couple of chump Trick Master things before we get some actual EXP for normal people. I think I need a drink of water. Maybe that'll get my energy back up. Hydration is always good to have, folks. Ah. That's the good shit. Say, I could have delayed the stream even further. and got an ice cream tonight. But I didn't want to. And also, I feel stupid whenever we go out for ice cream, because it's like, oh yeah, this is an essential service. I really need to be able to get my ice cream right now, at the end of April, when it's also still cold outside. No. Other people can do it, though. Other people can be malicious for me. Which switch closes which hole? I could make a Nintendo Switch joke. I'm not going to, though. I can't think of any. Nor do you want me to. Nintendo binge. Okay. Let's get a really hard question going. What is the worst first-party Nintendo game? Like, Nintendo-published game on the Switch. Was Max in the Anime supposed to be based off of that School Kid sprite? Probably. I feel like the easy answer to that question would be 1-2 Switch. Because 1-2 Switch is, like, insulting at this point. Sushi Striker, ooh. That's a pretty good answer. Sushi Striker didn't look bad, but it looked so not overwhelming, underwhelming, and, like, they priced it at $50. I don't think Cooking Mama Cookstar was Nintendo published. Or at least first party. Although Cooking Mama Cookstar does look pretty bad. I mean, it can't be that bad. She does do Gangnam Style in it. Yeah, Sushi Striker look a bit mobile gamey. I feel so bad, because I've seen Sushi Striker on sale for like $15. And it's like, if you're on the Nintendo Switch, and your physical copy is valued at $15, that basically makes you worse than dirt. Because Switch cartridges are expensive, man. They make you pay a pretty penny to get physical Switch games. So if I'm only paying $15 for your game, like, you did something wrong. I've also heard that Sushi Striker really did not have a lot of content to it. It was basically, like, you played the same 60-second game over and over again. So it might as well have been a mobile game. It seemed like it was made with a mobile game philosophy in mind. Damn. Sushi Striker probably would have been more successful if they just made it a mobile game. I don't know a single person who talks about Sushi Striker. I like how we all went for, like, 1-2 Switch and Sushi Striker. None of us made a jab at Xenoblade 2. I'm proud that we've come this far, that we can go a single day without making a jab at Xenoblade 2. I'm employing a jab at Xenoblade 2, but I'm not going to do it. You've heard mixed things about it. There's a sex bot in it. Or some shit like that. All 7 fans of Xenoblade 2 are gonna get mad at you. Listen, I have nothing against the Xenoblade community. I'm very happy for you and your voluptuous breasts on the sword, woman. I'm very happy for you. I just have no interest in playing Xenoblade 2 ever. It doesn't look that good to me. You have one friend who despises it with your entire life and is like me with Corrin. And then you have a friend who loves it like their first child. Well, has this friend even played Xenoblade 2? Because, like, you cannot understand my deep-rooted hatred for Corrin unless you've at least played the source material. Like, I have such a deep-rooted hatred for Corrin because I played so much of Fire Emblem Fates. And yeah, Corrin is objectively horrendous. Anyone who's played Fire Emblem Fates could tell you that Fates is objectively horrendous. And Corrin especially. Corrin is just written so bad. They have 300 hours in Xenoblade 2 and have the originals. Oh shit. Isn't, like, Xenoblade's so fucking huge though? Like, 300 hours is just like one playthrough. Xenoblade is... That's probably another reason I'll never get into Xenoblade. The games are too fucking long. And yeah, Xenoblade 2 taking forever to get started? Nope. Only gets good 70 hours in. Listen, I have no problem with people liking games that start slow, but, like, if I had to, like, play a game, and it took 70 hours to get good, I would just put in Tetris instead, because Tetris gets good immediately. I could play Tetris at any time, and it's immediately good. The one sword cat girl, you hate her guts, she incites a fury within you. Is that the one that's, like, Scottish? The Scottish cat girl from Xenoblade? I think she was Scottish. You think so? I mean, I'm more fine with the Scottish cat girl. I think Pyra's design is shit. And I will upset all the Pyra fans by saying that, but I don't like Pyra's design. You can like Pyra's design. Once again, I have no problem with you telling her that her breasts are simply sublime, but I don't. I personally think it looks ugly. It's just an opinion. Opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one and they all stink. So you don't have to take my word for it. You can love Pyra with all your heart. Think Pyra's design looks multitudes better when she has the black leggings Smash gave her. There's like a way to do tasteful fan service. That's not the bunny tit woman. I honestly forgot about the bunny tit woman who looks outrageous. No, Pyra's the red sword girl. It's just my opinion that there's a way to do tasteful fan service. For example, Bayonetta 2 is tasteful fan service. That's one that, like, I could be proud of. If I'm looking at Pyra, there's something wrong with my life, probably. Tasteful fan service is Chairman Rose. No, I want my reward now. Give it to me. But, like, if someone was walking in on me, looking at Bayonetta, like, that'd be fine. But if someone walked in on me looking at Pyra, I'd probably be very uncomfortable. That's how I judge, like, the level of fan service. Like, is it tasteful, or would I feel absolute shame if someone walked in? Yeah, I didn't even reply to Chairman Rose's tasteful fan service. He's a guy. Oh, I could just use that protein. What am I thinking? How could she reply to a blank message? Give that to Luigi. Luigi's got a beefy attack stat. We could also sell the Big Pearl. Let's see if we have anything we could particularly sell. We could sell the males, but they're basically worthless. Yeah, 25 yen. I might as well be throwing away my money at that point. I might as well just say fuck it and drop them, but I'm not going to. Scavenge every possible penny you can get. But yeah, if like... Once again, there's a way to do tasteful fan service, I think. And my scale will always be, would I be ashamed if someone walked in on me while it's happening? And the answer is, if someone walked in on me playing Bayonetta, they too would be caught in a trance. But if someone walked into me and Pyra was, like, bouncing her boobs or whatever, like, I probably wouldn't feel very comfortable in that situation. I'd probably be like, yeah, this is a situation that no one should be in. Basically, don't think of, like, people criticizing fan service as, oh, everything has to be pure, there could be no sex in my game. Think of it more like, I don't want my mom to walk in on me watching this. That's how I look at it, personally. Because Mama can handle a little bit of fan service. She watches movies. Some of the things she watches are pretty risque, but you know, I don't want to disgrace Mama. Tasteful fan service is putting women in decent clothing. If it makes you feel better, when you were in middle school, you got your mom to buy you a physical limited edition of Senran Kagura Shinobi Versus for the PS Vita. I don't know what this is, and if I see this and like I feel like mama shame, I'm gonna be very upset. Sex isn't real. IDK, why people romanticize it so much. Yes, I'm looking it up. Sanra Peach Beach Splash. I don't think Mom was gonna like this one. I think you might be leading me astray here. Okay. Looking it up. I mean, the cover... No, wait. I mean, the cover alone wouldn't really disappoint Mom. I think this screenshot would disappoint Mom. Looking on Google. Your mom gave you the most disappointed face. There's one girl's got huge knockers. Oh my god. Humongous hungabalugas. And you still have it. This is a great conversation we're having. This is a great conversation we're having right now on Twitch.tv, live for the entire world to see. Oh, Obstagoon 2 picked something up. Great ball. Hey, looky here, I remember you. I'll get this battle all on this here camera. Okay. What is, like, the most egregious example of fan service in, like, anything ever? Like, the sex kind, obviously. Like, what's one that, like, if your grandma was looking down at from heaven, Kill la Kill? Yeah, that's fair. I mean, that is a teenager. I don't have any rebuttal for that one. That's the right answer. If Grandma was watching me watch Kill la Kill, very ashamed. Be very ashamed. That would probably be the moment she came down from heaven just to beat me up. Not that I have a desire to watch Kill la Kill. I don't. I'm very specific. Remember Bad? Yeah, I got a new thing for your interview, buddy. That was lacking. It's better than last time, but it's still lacking something. I'm just insulting these two on live television. Go home! Oh, I should have done that one. Fuck, why didn't I think to do go home? Bird Pokemon that fly elegantly in the sky. They're the best. Okay. What are the best games? What would you guys say are the best games on the Switch? Like, maybe like a top 5. And it doesn't have to be Nintendo published. It could be from, like, any platform. But as long as it's playable on it. I want to know some answers, since we're just talking games. One Project Diva. But that's it. Oh man, don't sleuth my odor. You missed the question because your internet sucks. I was just asking, like, what do you guys think are, like, the best games on the Switch? Dragon Quest XI, yes. The top one of all, Jump Force. Mario. The Mario Odyssey is pretty good. I might have to replay Mario Odyssey soon. I've been getting that urge, especially after I did Galaxy 2. Like, I want to go back. I'm holding off on playing 3D World again. Because, it might come to the Switch, and I would love to play it then. Honestly, if it comes to Switch, I might just stream it again, even though I streamed the Wii U version. I don't care. I'll take any opportunity to stream 3D World. Who gives a shit? I'll do it again. Feel like when everyone experienced Odyssey for the first time, it was like achieving world peace. Honestly, like, that and Pokemon Go are like the ultimate, like, world peace games where just, like, everyone was in sync with each other. Meanwhile, Animal Crossing came out, supposed to be a peaceful game. I see discourse about it, like, every other second. I swear, I'm gonna go on Twitter later, and there's gonna be discourse about how, like, I don't know, like, Bob the Cat shits, but, like, in the sink. Animal Crossing was always like that? I guess. Like, everyone always tells me Animal Crossing was always like that, I know. It doesn't mean I have to like it. Raymond literally got charged with physical aggression. Well, it's fine because he's a kitty cat, and he dance, 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 and he dance, dance, dance. I already paid for his bail, it's fine. I don't even care about Raymond that much. Why did I pay for his bail? He's just like a cat to me. I have, like, no strong attachments to, like, any of the Animal Crossing villagers, except for Ribbot. That is the greatest creature of all time. You got a frog, and he's a robot? What else do you need? Funny thing to say to a cat that tried to kill Finn. I mean, it's just like Undertale, like, who hasn't tried to kill Finn? I've done it a couple of times. It's fine. These are gonna be contest berries. I don't want contest berries. Have I seen Alfonso the Gator? He wears a Mario shirt and his catchphrase is, "It's a me." That sounds really good. I have not seen that. I like animals. I'm pretty chill with all the animals I have in my village at the moment. Like, even if I got the chance to get Ribbot, I don't know who I'd kick out. I like my guys. They're cool. Rowan's a big tiger guy. Got 3 rabbits. Well. People legitimately get so mad over getting ugly villagers, and I'm just like, yeah, these dudes are cool. I just don't care. Like, the concept of an ugly villager is like, there's the one who has the donut lips, and that's the worst one. All the other ones are fine. Like, oh no, the pig has eyebrows. I don't care. Why would I care if a pig has eyebrows? I watched Back at the Barnyard as a kid. It's fine. And listen, people are allowed to have their villager preferences, and they're allowed to have villagers they think is ugly. I just don't give a shit. Like, there's so many things I could be worrying about other than, this villager kinda ugly. I don't care. It's just they're animals to me. I am like such a centrist when it comes to Animal Crossing. I have no strong opinions on anything in Animal Crossing. It's a game, it's fun, that's it. Will I dedicate all my life to it? No. Do I enjoy playing it? Yes. There are people who get very passionate about Animal Crossing, and I'm glad for them. I'm glad that people are having such a fun time with this game. Oh my god, could you guys please stop fighting like every other day, though? I can't take it anymore. I don't want to hear some argument about Raymond being a femboy or whatever. I don't care if he is or not. He's a cat. His house is an office. I don't know why he's like that. That's the bigger problem. Homeboy chose an island paradise so he could move into his own office. That's something my dad would do. He'd be like, he'd move into a tiny house, and it'd just be an office. No, yeah, that sounds completely in character. I can't even run away from you with Dumpling. Also, I'm pretty sure the next route is going to be raining. So Dumpling's not going to be super great, at least not with Flamethrower. Can I run? This thing isn't even attacking me. This thing has not done a single move that hurts me yet. Oh no, that's not your internet. That's my internet. Uh-oh. Oh, I thought that was a disconnect. Shit. I don't want to reset my internet. Oh, this stream was going so smooth. It was so smooth for a little bit. I don't know why it decided to act up now. I have to do risky business if it doesn't fix itself. Okay. I'm not doing this. Disconnected, okay. That's fine. That's what was gonna happen anyways. Hope you're all having a good time on the YouTube archive. I hope you're having a great day. Reconnecting me to chat. It's not reconnecting me to Twitch. Gotta wait for attempt 2. Internet problems are so fun, dudes. Love when it happens. You gotta love it. I forgot I had the booby game open. Grandma's not liking this. Grandma about to smack me from heaven. I'm back online! Yay! Sorry about that, folks. Didn't intend for that to happen. I mean, why would I? I don't want internet problem. No one wants that. There are a lot of trainers on this route, especially in this grass. The Mimic Circle was formed by people who like to mimic. A battle starts the instant we meet. Yeah, you can kill in one shot, right? I give up. Okay. Where are my repels at? You don't know who I am, do you? Well, I also don't know you. So we'll battle. This is my weird dog. He does weird things. Like this. It didn't kill in one shot. I'm very disappointed that that didn't. I mean, you could raise your special attack. What special attacks do you even have? You're a bug. What are you gonna do? Do your psychic blast at me? Weird dog grew to level 32. Illumise. Let's get Bird out here. I believe the majority of the Mimic Circle is like bug catchers, so I should probably put Bird in the front, to be honest. That'd probably be my preferred way to go about this. Thinking about earlier in the stream when you said you had no internet problems. So sorry. It happens. It happens. I did jinx myself. So I deserve that. Don't state your good fortune. Alright. Ooh, my rare candy? Also, yeah, this route does have Tropius. I've used a Tropius before. I don't think in this specific game. I believe it was in Platinum I used Tropius. So we finally meet. My bug Pokemon will keep you company. We really need, I think, like, another world peace game that, like, brings everyone together and doesn't have any possible way for us to fight about it. Like with Mario Odyssey and Pokemon Go at launch. Although we did get a big hit piece on Mario Odyssey. I'm gonna start calling every game I don't love, it's no masterpiece. You know, Breath of the Wild, it's no masterpiece. I don't know, I don't have a problem with people having opinions. I more had a problem with the video just kind of being very repetitive, which is funny because his point was the game was repetitive. But I mean, he could dislike Mario Odyssey. Mario Odyssey isn't my favorite Mario game by any stretch. I think Mario Odyssey excels in how accessible it is, and how, like, pretty much anyone can enjoy Mario Odyssey. And, you know, that doesn't obviously include everyone. Not everyone's gonna fall in love with Mario Odyssey, but, like, my sister, who barely plays games, loved Mario Odyssey. She can barely beat a game to save her life, but she beat Mario Odyssey. So, you know, I think that speaks to his strengths a lot. Is it repetitive? I guess so. It is what it is. Agree to disagree, I say. I personally don't find Odyssey very repetitive. Unless you're doing, like, post-game stuff, then yeah. No, yeah, I don't want to do anything past the, like, main objectives. Why would you send out Obstagoon 2? That's, like, the worst Pokemon. I don't want Obstagoon 2 to get experience, but now he is gonna get some. He doesn't need any. He's a weasel. Or whatever Lanoon is. What is Lanoon? Yep, you finally caught me, or were you trying to avoid me? Doug. You know what I just remembered? Because of the name Doug. Like, this is probably one of the only things I remember about the Nostalgia Critic. But I remember, like, in his videos, he would talk about, like, Doug the show. and how, like, Doug the show ruined his life. Because whenever he would tell anyone, "Hi, I'm Doug," they would go like, or however the Doug theme song goes. And you know what? I think we should make fun of Doug Walker some more with Doug jokes. He brought it upon himself, Mr. Critic. We're the Mimic Circle. We mimic what you do. We still haven't watched Nostalgia Critic The Wall. We still haven't done that. And, like, I downloaded it and everything, so I didn't have to give Doug Walker the revenue. We still haven't watched The Wall. We need to do that. I think I might just have to do that on my own time. I don't know if I can wait any longer to watch Doug Walker's masterpiece of shit. How long ago was Nostalgia Critic The Wall? You haven't even seen any. Well, the thing about Doug Walker is that he's not funny. Nor is his content good. The Nostalgia Critic is one of those things that's like... It should have stayed in the era it came from. None of the videos have aged well. None of the current videos are funny. They're fun to make fun of, but also, like, why would you support Channel Awesome? Channel Awesome is such a dumpster fire of a company. Like, there's two constants in the world, and it's one, you do not support Nicalis, and the other is that you don't support Channel Awesome. Just remember those two golden rules. And you'll be fine. You'll be set for life. Accidents happen when you're not prepared. There's been some weird stuff going on with Nicalis today, with Cave Story Plus being taken off the eShop, or at least on the website. It's still on the actual eShop, it's just on, you can't get it on the website for some reason. And I remember people were like, oh, maybe Pixel's getting his rights back. I mean, the thing was, Nicalis they didn't steal the rights from Pixel, and this is something I thought that they had done for years. So I'm to fault too, but they didn't do that. They've done other shitty things. Let's not fool ourselves here. Nicalis did not steal Cave Story, but they're also still a dumpster fire of a company. Both can be true at the same time. There was like a whole Twitter thread about it, and the guy who made it was being very sheepish about how Nicalis wasn't actually that bad. Oh, fuck. Right, you have Mach Punch. Well, bye, Unboxo, man. You almost had a chance there. I think Nicalis is a bad, shitty company, but we don't... Like, we've had so much misinformation spread recently. We might as well clear the air a bit. There's been, like, several interviews and stuff where Pixel has said, like, no, nothing happened. Although the comment that stuck out to me the most on the whole situation was, Nicalis had all this time to dispel these rumors, and they left someone else to do it. Because after all this time, Nicalis did basically nothing about their reputation, and now their reputation is in the fucking floor. They could have at least cleared that up. But now that their reputation is in the fucking floor, like, people will believe anything about them. And, like, that's not a... Like, there is some fault of spreading misinformation, but at the same time, like, your reputation is so bad, and if you don't clear these things up, like, no shit people are gonna believe you stole this beloved IP from someone. That's like, if someone told me, like, EA stole The Sims from some random guy, like, I'd be like, yeah, that sounds reasonable. Even if they give me no proof of it, I'd be like, yeah, that's reasonable. Like... Nicalis' reputation is forever going to be fucked. And, like, even with that thing cleared, like, no, Nicalis is still a shitty, shady company run by a fucking moron. And, like, if you're gonna play Cave Story, I still recommend the freeware version. It's not necessarily imperative that you get it, because no matter what, Pixel's getting money, but you also have to keep in mind you're pocketing Nicalis, which you shouldn't do. You shouldn't be giving Nicalis money. I have Cave Story Plus on the Switch. I don't really want it that much, but, like, what's the point of selling it at this point? Just to say I don't have it? Because I have... Like, the other thing is I have it on Steam, and I've played it for too long to get a refund. It is what it is. And, you know, if people have that as their moral imperative to not buy anything from Nicalis, like, that's good. You shouldn't. I'm avoiding buying anything from Nicalis forever at this point. I have no interest. There's, like, a new Binding of Isaac thing. A new expansion that I'm just not gonna play. Because, you know, it's cost money. It's directly supporting Nicalis. No, thank you. I like Binding of Isaac a lot, but not that much. It's a shame, too, because The Binding of Isaac really is a fun game. I've thought about, like, last year I was thinking about streaming it during, like, Halloween. But, like, Nicalis doesn't deserve the publicity, even through their good games. I mean, y'all could play Crystal Crisis or whatever. Whatever that puzzle game they released was. I'm not going to, but you can. That's the problem with the game industry. Like, it's always the smaller studios that are easier to boycott and, like, say, yeah, I'm not buying their games ever. Meanwhile, it's like, Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo all have their own fucking problems. But also, like, your option there is PC, and, like, Valve and Epic Games are not they don't exactly have a squeaky clean reputation either. Like, playing video games, inherently you're gonna end up supporting some weirdos, and it sucks. But that's just all media. It's media. That is unfortunate. It's like, it's always easier to just avoid the smaller studios, because you can pinpoint what is the problem in those studios. When it comes to something like Nintendo, a lot of those things are going to be at the executive level, but there's also going to be, like, problem with the marketing team, there's going to be problem with their writers, stuff like that. You know. These smaller studios, it's easier to pinpoint exactly where the problems of these games or whatever product they're putting out is. And that's the thing that sucks, and that's how they get to the top. is because when they get to that top, like, they could get away with some shady bullshit. And, like, what are you gonna do about it? You can't play these other people's games any other way. So you gotta pick your poison. So basically the moral of the story is just if like, being as ethical as possible is your conundrum, don't play video games. Or just, like, play video games that are on, like, itch.io. Because shit's fucked, man. Shit's fucked. And that's not to say ethical consumption is impossible, but it's very hard. Very hard to do. But anyways, we shouldn't talk about ethics. Moral of the story is Nicalis sucks. They deserve to have the reputation of being the company that stole Cave Story, even if they didn't technically do it. Like, they dug that own grave for themselves. You should have dispelled that rumor literally years ago. Instead, you just sat around lollygagging and saying racial slurs on Skype. Like, you could have said racial slurs and dispelled the rumors too, at least. Yeah, it's their loss. Like, this whole rumor thing, that is a situation they could have absolutely avoided. That is a whole thing they could have stopped in their tracks, and they didn't. They had so many chances. They've had so many chances over the literal past decade that they've worked with Pixel to say, hey, Pixel's earning some royalties, man. They didn't. They said nothing. And now their reputation is through the dirt, and they got other dirt on them. For years, it was just the Studio Pixel thing that people weren't comfortable with. But now it's like a whole scandal that, like, Nicalis is this awful shitty company where the CEO says racial slurs on Skype and ghosts other companies. Like, their reputation is that they're unprofessional and shitty. And also the dude who runs the company hates fat people. What a great reputation to have. Once again, it's all on them. Like, yeah, it's not great to spread misinformation. I would prefer if we didn't spread misinformation, but it's all on them. That is the most important thing here. It is all on Nicalis. For not dispelling these rumors, for not doing a great job of not being shady as fuck. What are you gonna do, man? So, as someone who has taken business, my recommendation for all people looking to get into the video games business, don't make fun of fat people and say racial slurs in a Skype call. Or like a Skype group chat. And I mean, you'll probably be fine after that. I mean, you might get an expose piece written on you anyways. I mean, everyone loves to shit on the Activision CEO, and rightfully so. You know, Bobby Kotick. He's not a good guy, but point is, like, just don't say racial slurs in a Skype group. It's that easy. If you're gonna do it like not to your employees. I would prefer if you didn't do it. I think a lot of people would prefer if you didn't do it. But like, don't be an idiot about it. I mean, saying it in general is being an idiot about it, but you know what I mean. Just don't do it. It's my business advice. I mean, you can get away with so much in the entertainment industry. You know what Disney's getting away with? Every movie they release, they talk about the new gay character. And it's like a background character you see for 5 seconds and everyone forgets about it. Until the next movie where they can say, once again, hey, we got a gay character for you. It's just a cycle. It's a cycle. And we fall for it every time. I don't fall for it, but some people do. I have not believed Disney in any of their first gay characters. Probably ever. I was a little... I was a little too aware of the Disney Corporation at that point. Oh my god, I got disconnected again. What the fuck? What the hell? That was Disney at their works. I think Jeff Bezos, Amazon CEO, is getting afraid I was gonna say something about him. Don't worry, Jeff. I'm under your laws here. Kind of a bitch, though. We're just gonna finish this, and I'm not even gonna get to Winona if I just don't get reconnected to Twitch. That might be what happens. I hope people didn't think I sounded too bitter there. I try to be, like, very level-headed and reasonable. And, you know, I think, like, Nicalis deserves their reputation. It's simple as that. I think people will... I see people get mad when you say, you know, they didn't steal Cave Story. And it's like, it's true, but also they deserve that reputation. They do deserve to have such a shitty reputation. Everything's so fucked up, guys. I should not be talking this dour when we're in quarantine. But I just like to talk games industry. I think it's interesting. And I like to think I have insightful talks about it. Even if they're not exactly happy talks, you know. I think people would prefer not to hear about Nicalis ever, but... Yeah, I'm just straight up not getting reconnected to Twitch. This is the third attempt now by OBS. I might have to end it early. Again, I don't want to keep ending Emerald early. Why does it keep happening during Emerald in particular? What does my internet have against Pokemon Emerald? It's the fucking best game ever made. Fuck OBS. All my homies hate OBS. I didn't need to serve Carvana. But I'm going to do it anyways. This is just like a YouTube Let's Play at this point. How's it going, bros? My name's PewDiePie. Hope you're enjoying my PewDiePie Minecraft Let's Play. I'm the master of Minecraft. I think PewDiePie's Minecraft Let's Play is real now, though. Like, I made that joke, like, years ago. I think, like, a little before, like, all the PewDiePie shit happened. And, like, he had his gamer moment. I think I, like, I made, like, a joke about PewDiePie's Minecraft Let's Play. And now I think he actually has a Minecraft Let's Play, and it's probably the only Let's Play he's done in years. It's fucked up. This is what I'm talking about when I say every joke I ever have just becomes real. Every joke I've ever stated on my Twitch, on my Twitter, on my Tumblr.com, it has all become real. Except Tumblr going down. Tumblr still exists, somehow. No one's here to scold me for this. No one can scold me for calling Cast 4 balls. Could have also gone for boobs, but... I mean, it would have been more relevant with what we were talking about earlier in the tasteful fan service. You know, a little bounce. I don't know what I'm saying. This is why I don't do Let's Plays. Like, if you're watching this on the archive, this is why I don't do Let's Plays anymore. I used to. But now I need, like, a Twitch chat to bounce off of, otherwise I easily forget things, and I just talk like this. Yeah, we're just gonna have to end it there. It's a shame. It's a shame, but I like Emerald. I hope you like Emerald. If you're watching on Twitch, on the archive again, you get to pretend. Pretend like this is a real outro, and like I'm really telling you, next stream is Mario Maker 2. It is. Unless it's already up on YouTube, then fuck. But yeah, next time I'll be doing Mario Maker. See you then. I am not doing a real outro because I can't even get connected to the internet right now. OBS is holding me hostage also. I think it's crashing. Yeah. Oh well.